employer and you work with people in your company who are living with complex health conditions, the key is to be flexible. We at Rare Revolution have a really flexible approach to our working in terms of hours and the way that our team work remotely and from the office. It's a mixture. It's really important that when people are going through a health crisis that they feel that they can have some control and that they're not failing in every aspect of life, which is a very overwhelming feeling. You know, your health's not going right, which means family life might not be going right, and you can't achieve what you want to do at work, which is a really debilitating feeling. So it's really important as an employer that you recognise that, have open communication and have ways to guide your employees through that. And it might mean that you've got to change roles for a little bit, be flexible in the activities they're doing, shuffle between other employees. So a really open culture of supporting one another really helps that, so that, you know, if someone is going through a crisis, others can help pick up the slack and you can do some shuffling around really quickly and be dynamic on it to keep you all moving forward, but while supporting your employees.
Buzzwords in employment, sort of employee engagement, agile and flexible working. And I think that can be a lot of lip service, that you really need to demonstrate and be true to your word. If in your values you're an innovative company, you have to allow your staff the freedom to be innovative and you have to promote this. And in the same way that if you want to be a successful business, you do need to adapt and be agile, and you have to encourage that in your employees. So it's really important to have a continuous conversation with your manager, your employees, and to keep being really proactive to situations, recognise people's strengths, recognise skill gaps, and address these.
Sometimes work can get a bit full on and hectic, and it's always good to have visually in front of you what is going on in the week ahead. So I've invested in many a weekly planner, diaries. We've just put up a huge whiteboard and I've made a monthly plan using sellotape and whiteboard pens. So for me personally, I find it really helpful if everything that's in my head is out of it and I can see it in front of me. That way I feel like I'm a bit more in control.
Whether you are for-profit or not-for-profit, being a founder can be a really lonely place. But the good news is that regardless of where you live, there is bound to be some business and startup support in your area. In 2018, we were fortunate enough to be able to enrol on an accelerator programme delivered through Business Gateway and Scottish Enterprise. And this was 12 weeks of really structured business support. And one of the most valuable parts of that was access to their mentor network. 2 years later, we still work with some of these incredible businessmen and women who gave up their time so generously. They're great for helping you to unpick your thoughts, helping you to work through a challenge, and generally keeping you company along your journey. So my top tip for this week is find yourself a mentor network.
Try not to put off those tasks that you maybe find difficult or challenging, or those admin tasks that need to be done but take a little bit of your time. Try to get them done first thing in the morning before anything else, as you'll feel a much greater sense of achievement and motivation for the day. And often those tasks that you've been putting off because you find them challenging aren't as bad when you face them. So try not to put these things off and get them done.
Be organised and have some structure to your day. I'm a list maker. I end up making lists about lists. It seems silly, but that's what works for me. Your workspace should be really clear if you can help it. I find that when things are too cluttered, I can't concentrate as well. And also to try and get into the zone, it's good to have like a music playlist that works for you, something that you can get stuff done to, but it's not too distracting.